So this section is going to show us how to utilize Seesaw in the classroom. Okay, so once you've logged onto your Seesaw account, you're going to go and you're going to click on your name. So from here, we're going to need to add some students. Now you can see at the side here that I have some students already in my class feed, but we will show you how to add a new student in. So we'll click on Manage Our Class, and in here you can see our name, our grade level, and if we wanted to add some more teachers, perhaps I have an art teacher who wants to add some digital work to our students' portfolios, we could add her in here and she could also put in some documentation. So we're going to slide down and go to Manage Students. And once we're here, we're going to need to add another student in. So I'll type in Sarah N. So I'll put Sarah N in there and we'll add our student. And you can see that her name pops up here. Okay, so you can see that Sarah N has been added to our classroom. Oh, there's a couple of Sarah N's actually. So we're going to click on her name here at the side. And once we click on our name, oh, we don't have any work yet. So we're going to add a little piece of documentation here for Sarah. We'll click on the plus button. And here she could add a photo, a video, a drawing. But for right now, I think we'll just add a little note. And in kindergarten, we often work on popcorn words. So those are our high frequency words. And maybe Sarah is working on these 3 words this week. So we'll add those in there. And we'll put a little check mark. Those are the ones she's going to be working on. And if we wanted, we could add some audio or some text. But I think for right now, those are what she'll work on. So we've got that there. It's going to process for us. And then we'll slide down. So we can add it if we like to everyone's file. But I think just Sarah needs to work on these this week. So we'll slide down and we'll find little Sarah here with the duck. And we'll check mark her name and we will add that into her file. So here, there's some selected folders that come up. So we already have a math and we have a popcorn words, and I think that would work for Sarah, but just to show you how to add a new one, we'll add a new folder here, pick some pink, and then we'll give it a name. So we'll say week 2 popcorn. Whoop, words. There we go. So Sarah's going to be working on those week 2 popcorn words. They're right here. We have that folder checked off. And there we go. So now those have been added to Sarah's popcorn words for week 2. One of the other great features of Seesaw is that it has this little world button here. And this is where you could add in a class blog. Now, you can see that I don't have a class blog set up for this mock class, but if we wanted to, we could click on here, set up a class blog now, and it's going to give you, like it says, a public window into your classroom. So this again is in a teacher moderated environment. So your students could post a little blog excerpt, perhaps they're reading a book and they'll give you a little book review there. And then you could connect with other classrooms down the street, across the ocean, all around the world. And students in those classrooms could comment on the blog posts of your students. Again, it's teacher moderated and approved so that we're making sure that appropriate, meaningful feedback is being given. Another great feature that we have here is this calendar. So I've clicked on the calendar button and you can see that today is Tuesday, June 7th, and I have one item in here. So I'm wondering what student has added something in here, or perhaps it's something I've got. Oh, and look, there's little Sarah N. So little Sarah N has those week 2 popcorn words lists that she's working on. So perhaps maybe another student might want to work on those, maybe Clara C or Divum perhaps. So we could add that into their file and then it would show up here. So all of those students that are working on Tuesday's week 2 popcorn words will show up in that calendar view. So one of the final features we have here, if we just click on our name and we go down, is at the bottom there's a teacher help and resources. So if I click on that, you can see that the Seesaw Help Center comes up. And in here we have options for getting started, tutorial videos, and activity ideas. So if you're feeling like you're maybe stuck and you're not sure where to go with Seesaw, you have a grade range that you could pick and choose activities from. So right now I'm in kindergarten, so we'll click on that. And it'll come up, and now we have options for language arts, math, science, art and history, all of these great lesson plans. You can click on one of those, whatever you are working on at this point, and you can have some awesome ideas to integrate Seesaw into your classroom.